I want to ask all of you one very important question. And that is, how many of you like fruits? For example, this. This is a melon. It's called as cantaloupe. When I was working as a lecturer in an engineering college, some 12 years before, I saw many students. I was teaching them mechanical engineering subjects, like theory of machines, machine design. And I got very close to most of the students. They were very candid to me. And they were like this fruit. Externally, all looked very happy, very confident, very positive. But when I really peeped into their mind, then I realized that truth is something else. They were like this. Inside, like this fruit, most of the students were disturbed, having low confidence, stressed, and some were even close to depression. Friends, on that day, I decided I will not teach mechanical engineering, but I will teach inner engineering. The reason why I am doing this, because today technology has advanced a lot, but still we don't know about mind technology. How many of you have this experience in your life? You see a car, which is your dream car. For example, this is a Ferrari, and you get infatuated by this car. How many of you have this experience? Please raise your hands. Yes. So this is called as infatuation. This is infatuation due to a car. And most of the people make their buying decisions based on infatuation. This is a car, it's okay. But imagine, if instead of car, there is a human, what will happen? Again, one more important question is, what is infatuation? Let me ask you this question, and everyone, I'm sure, will raise the hand. At least once in life, you may have gone through this experience. Maybe at young age of 18, 20, 25. You see someone very interesting, very impressive. And this is what happens to you. You say, oh my God, what a personality this is, right? And then what happens? Of course, you fall in love. So this is infatuation. Infatuation means you see a person instantly and you fall in love instantly. That is infatuation. Some call it as first crush. Some have many such crushes in their lives. Some call love at first sight. So this is infatuation. I would like to tell this as a story. And now you are infatuated by someone. And then let us move ahead. This happens. You keep thinking about that person, day in and day out. Before going to bed, in dreams, when you get out of the bed, in library, in canteen, while eating, while sleeping, 24/7, that person has camped into your mind. You're continuously thinking about that person. Even during lectures also, though your professor is teaching, but that person is in front of your eyes. Everywhere that person is there. Then what do? Of course, the story continues and the next session starts. You decide to propose that person. And then, this is the next step. The dating starts. You start dating that person, spending time with that person, and that person looks very cute to you. Now why I'm saying like this? Because afterwards, that cuteness changes. After spending sufficient time, the word is sufficient here, you realize that this is not the person which you thought. This is not the person who you met first. You understand that this person is very unreliable. He has no goals in his life. Sometimes he is lazy. The way he parties is different. Even he has some addictions also. His attitude towards opposite sex is not good. He is more attracted physically than emotionally. Small fight starts, small sparks are there, some differences of opinions are there, you don't talk for 2 days, then it turns to 4 days, then a bigger fight, and the fight continues. And then what's going to happen? Of course, this is going to happen. When you face the reality, you come to know that you have made a mistake. You have selected a wrong person in your life. And of course, this is going to happen, which is a breakup. Friends, I deal with most of the students who are between 18 to 30. And it's very unfortunate to tell you that at this age, when they have to shape their careers, chase their goals, most of their time goes in breakup and patch up. Again breakup and again patch up. Some are, I call, serial infatuators. I mean, their job is to infatuate. And they keep on this series, keep on impressing. They have no effect on them. I mean, they are, we can call it as thick-skinned. But some are not like that. Some are not able to take this. And let us move ahead. The next step is they go into the valley of loneliness. They become lonely. They are not able to take this emotional blow. They stay aloof, avoid their friends. It's like staring in the sky. They don't speak much with them. At this age of 18, 20, the maturity, emotional maturity is not there. And of course, that shows in other walks of their life. It affects their studies, their health, their performance in other activities. Their relationships are falling apart, and then this is going to happen. Of course, friends, failure. They fail in their exams, their health is deteriorating, relationships, if someone is working, they're not able to focus on work. This goes downward spiral. This is a snowball effect. And again, this has a huge impact. They are one step before depression. Let me ask you this question. How many of you have gone through depression? Please raise your hands. And I'm the first one who raises the hand, because I have gone through this and I know what it feels like. Some are not raising hands. I don't know what is the reason. Maybe social stigma. If you are not depressed, there may be two reasons. One, you are a Superman, or you are lying. There is nothing wrong in depression. Why? Physically, you can fall ill, cold, cough. That's hardware. But mentally also you can fall ill. That is the problem with mind. Mind is a software that runs the hardware. So I decided 12 years before that I'm not going to teach mechanical engineering. I'm going to teach inner engineering. That is called as mind technology. Because that's the most important part of a human, mind. I call myself as a software engineer of mind. And this was the reason why, since last 12 to 14 years, I'm following my quest of focusing on 80 to 85% of our mind. Just 10 to 15% is hard skills. A sense of guilt is there. I made a mistake. Sometimes it happens, you get physical also with that person, and that bothers you. You lose your virginity. And that is the biggest shame, guilt you have in your mind. Some are fortunate. They get right medical treatment. Their parents are supportive and they come out of this. But some are not. And the next step is, of course, the last one. Story closes here. The last step is suicide. Friends, I interact with many students and they tell me that many of their friends have gone through this. Suicide. Few days before, I was talking with one of my students. He met me after 4 years. And I asked him how life is going on. He said, fantastic, sir. Then I asked him about his friend, who was also my student. And he gave me shocking news that his friend has committed suicide. And the reason is breakup. What's happening to us, friends? Young talent is being lost. 20, 22 years of this talent. We are losing this talent. A country is rich not because of its natural resources, but because of its young talent. And we are losing that talent due to all such things. My heart cries when I see such disasters happening in front of my eyes. Now the next question is, what goes wrong? Why we are behaving like this? What's the reason? We are so intelligent, we are educated. And why we are making such mistakes? Friends, as I told you, there are two parts in you. I want to keep it very simple. First, your hardware. Second is your software. And this is the software. That is our mind. There is some problem with the mind actually. Let me tell you one important thing. Mind is like a monkey. Mind is a great servant, but very bad master. And if your mind is mastering you, then it's like you are sitting on a powerful horse, but with no control. Imagine what will happen if you are sitting on a horse without control. Definitely the horse is going to take you towards disaster. The most important quality of a mind, what mind wants, is this. Mind wants temporary pleasure. Just fun. Just fun. It's called as temporary gratification. Mind tells you that, see, I want fun. Don't tell me what will be the consequences of this. I'm not bothered about 10 years, 15 years down the line, but right now I want fun. Fun in the form of pornography, sex, alcohol, entertainment, binge entertainment, junk food, racing cars, that adrenaline flow is there. And this is what mind wants. Now what's happening? This is exactly happening with us. Our mind is dominating our intelligence. What is intelligence? What is mind? Intelligence is you know that this is wrong, and mind is making you do that, though it is wrong. And that's the reason why, friends, there are many doctors who know all the anatomy, physiology, everything, but they are addicted. Why this is? The mind is controlling the intelligence. Now, the next important question is, sir, what to do about this? Self-awareness, friends. You have to create self-awareness, because self-awareness is the first step towards change. How to create it? How to do that? Of course, meditation. Mind is a problem, so we have to tame the mind. We can't control the mind, but we can calm down the mind. Now when I say meditation, most of you youngsters may be thinking that, sir, should I go to Himalaya and grow the beard? Not required. You may feel that, sir, meditation is for 60 years old. Not required. Everyone can do meditation. But meditation doesn't mean that you have to sit like a yogi. Not required. Anything which calms your mind is meditation. It can be reading a book. It can be going to your farm. It can be chanting a mantra. For 10 minutes every day, we must give food for the thoughts. That's meditation. Second thing, very important, that is satsanga. Have good friends around you. Sant, sangha, good friends. Friends decide what you will be in life. You become the average of 5 friends you have, so be very careful about friends. So with this meditation, with these good friends, you can control this horse called mind. But the next question is very important. Why this infatuation happens to us? Dear friends, it's a Bollywood effect. How many of you don't like movies? Don't watch movies. Very few are there. Even 1 or 2 are there, right? It's a Bollywood effect. I will explain you what happens in Bollywood. Every day you can see the hairstyle, the dressing style. Bollywood has been reflected. Yes or no? We are so much infatuated by Bollywood that when you see a movie or when you see a hero singing a song like "Tujhe dekha to ye jana sanam, pyar hota hai deewana sanam," you start believing in that. But you don't know that hero is paid crores of rupees for that. And you think that this is exactly what will happen in real life. In fact, most of the students, they decide and fall in love. You don't decide and fall in love. Love happens to you. It's a Bollywood effect, friends. Be careful. Have control over yourself. Second reason, friends, to avoid all these problems in life is have communication with your parents. Do not hide anything from your parents. These are the best people in your life. They know what is good for you. Don't hide anything from them. Tell everything about your friends where you go. Have open communication. Next point, know the facts. Know the facts before making any decision. Remember, friends, love happens when you know the person properly. Infatuation is without knowing the person. You just feel good about that person without knowing that person. Know that person properly. Next important thing is focus on important things at this stage of your life. Friends, I want our country not to be country of Lailas and Majnus, but country of Abdul Kalam sirs, whose goal was to make our country proud. Yeah, love is important in life. But before that, something else is also very important. Love just happens. Friends, teachers, as a teacher, I know what's importance of teachers. Students believe in them only when teachers believe in them. Teachers should not be syllabus completing professors, but they must be second parents. So friends, at the end, I would like to tell you that don't fall in love, but rise in love. I love you all. Thanks a lot, friends. Jai Hind. Thank you.